We have a promise here, a right match here. We have here Andre the Giant, WrestleMania, Hulkamania is pretty wild. Oh my God, what a match! If you smell,
You're fired.
You're fired. Now, the world is watching. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 35, season 2 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming. I was wondering if you knew what I was going to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I figured it out. I let you run with it until you're fired.
You're fired.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
For
Monday.
those that didn't catch it, that was the old WWE intro.
Yeah. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Do they show that anymore?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that brings me back, man.
I know. I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure. Remember at Mania when John Cena was like, "Then, now,
No, I don't.
forever." I think that's what they do.
Was it this Mania?
Yeah, it was like the intro to start the show. I think that's what they do.
Missed the first couple minutes of both Manias.
Oh, so you missed Triple H coming out and
I saw
retiring?
his boots in the ring when I hopped on.
He said, "Whose fucking shoes are those?"
Oh man, honky tonk, man.
Oh no, boots to asses.
We got a big show here. We're on the
big show's on SmackDown.
Well, we're on the road to Survivor Series, Chad.
Oh, big ass.
An absolute huge pay-per-view at Survivor Series, but this is an absolute huge Monday Night Raw. We're going to find out why later. We start the show off. Orlando Jordan getting an 18 in the pre-show. Big match for him. He loses to JBL. In
Good
505.
Orlando Jordan.
Getting I forgot to bring him down to NXT, so he's been stuck here. And he's just doing his thing. And another pre-show match of the night. Kurt Angle he wins against Russ Haas in 822 with an Angle slam.
I was like, wait a minute.
Team Angle here. And we move on to our last match of the night. Former pre-show champion Devon Storm loses to Steve Austin in 15-24. But we start off Monday Night Raw with Jim Cornette. He's going over. He's like, we had a hell of a match last night at Judgment Day. We saw Christian Cage defeat Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Kurt and Kane. I don't remember the first one I said. Well, I had Kane come into the office earlier today and said Christian Cage is a rat son of a bitch, and I want him in the ring tonight. So our main event tonight will be Christian Cage going one-on-one with the big red monster Kane. But that's not all, Chad. We have Brock Lesnar in the middle of the ring tonight as well. The genetic freak. Brock Lesnar will go one-on-one with former Raw Tag Team Champion Joey Matthews. And I got another... And then he gets cut off by music. Music we haven't heard before. Out comes new signee to WWF, Dean Malenko.
Oh!
Dean Malenko grabs the mic. He said, I don't give a damn. I want a match right now. Put me in the ring. And he goes out to the ring immediately. And he's in the ring. He's ready. Who's going to come out and face him? And Cornette's like, well, I know a man that... He challenged the guy last night at Judgment Day, and he's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of fight in him. So, come on out here, Jushin Liger. And in an exceptional match here, Dean Malenko taps out Jushin Liger in 14:49 with the Texas Cloverleaf, Chad. Dean Malenko is here on Monday night.
Yeah. Yep. That's... Couldn't win the big one, so we decided to go to the B brand and try to win there.
Dean Malenko getting a world title shot last night, coming out tonight, and beating Jushin Liger with a 98. If he pulled off 100 week day one, you would have shit yourself.
I would have.
You would have cried. We move on. The Future Shock boys are backstage. Randy Orton has his gold. And Brock Lesnar's looking at his gold. And he's like, Tyson, when do I get gold? I'm the most dominant superstar here. And Tyson's like, in due time. We have a plan, Brock. We have a plan. We do not stick. We do not swave away from the plan. One day, soon, you'll be the most dominant superstar here in WWF. Patience. What the fuck does that mean? What's the plan, Chad?
Patience, my child.
Well, Kings of the Mountain are out now. They take on the Shining Stars, Carlito, Epico, and Primo. And again, Kings of the Mountain get a big win when Jeff Jarrett taps out Primo with a figure 4 leg lock. Big win for the Kings of the Mountain, but a big loss last night is Jeff Jarrett lost to Taka Michinoku in the ring, and he put Ted DiBiase instead of Taka. What an idiot! Oh, that was supposed to be Teddy Hart. Oh no!
They said, "Let's go, Teddy," and he followed. He said, "Okay, fine, yeah, hell yeah."
I guess
maybe that's their band manager.
That's the agent, the booking agent.
Yeah, that's their band manager.
He said, "Hey, Jeff Jarrett wants Taka Michinoku tomorrow or next week on Monday night. He wants because he lost in the match. He wants the match. He wants a one-on-one title match against Taka Michinoku, and we're gonna get it next week. Jarrett Taka one-on-one for the belt." Kishi is coming down to the ring with his big fat cheeks and his big fat butt. He takes on a man, Excalibur, in 758. Big Quiche defeats him with a big splash from the big man and his big butt and his big cheeks and his big ass. A lot of bigs in Kishi. How do you feel about Kishi, Chad?
I like him a lot more than the Sultan. I'm still affected by the Di Malenko.
Oh, you're still.
I just can't. That hurts. This Raw stinks, and it's affected me dearly.
Dean coming out big. Christian Cage and Kane are arguing backstage. Kane not happy that, Christian not happy that he's got to go one-on-one with the Big Red Monster, even though he beat him last night. CM Punk takes on Buff Bagwell here, Chad, in a decent little match. Punk taps out Buff Bagwell in 905 with an arm triangle choke. And then they continue just to dominate on the mic, saying, no, there's no Raw, there's no tag team in the back, either here or on SmackDown, TNA, NXT, WCW, New Japan, All Japan, Old Japan, Young Japan, it doesn't matter. No tag team in the world can defeat Ace Steel and CM Punk. And now Cornette and Bischoff. Bischoff's here on Raw, Chad. And he comes in the Cornette's office, and he's got the rules of what's going to happen at Survivor Series, Chad. And this is the layout for Survivor Series. There will be 5 matches for Raw versus SmackDown. 4 of them will be champion versus champion. We'll see the European champion take on the United States champion. The IC champion taking on the light heavyweight champion. We'll see the tag team champions go 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, whatever. We'll see the world champion of both shows go 1-on-1 against each other. And the main event of Survivor Series, the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series, brand versus brand, Raw versus SmackDown elimination match. And Eric says, just like last year, there's got to be some stipulations to whatever brand comes out ahead. And Cornette's like, yeah, okay. How about this? At the day after WrestleMania, we're having our annual WWE draft. And how about Raw versus SmackDown? The winner gets an extra draft pick for that show. And Cornette's like, no, that sounds cool. But how about this, Eric Bischoff? The winner of the Raw versus SmackDown gets the number 30. Their brand gets the number 30th order entrance at the Royal Rumble. That's the biggest advantage in the Royal Rumble. How about we get that, the winning brand? That's going to put a lot of butts in seats. That's going to raise a lot of ears backstage because the boys, they're going to want number 30. They don't care about an extra draft pick. They want a chance to main event WrestleMania. And Bischoff's like, you know what, Jim? You got a good mind. And they shake hands on that deal. So Raw vs. SmackDown, whatever brand wins the most matches, that brand will have the number 30th entrance at the Royal Rumble. That's a big advantage right there. These guys will be going all out for that. Hey,
Sorry, I'm allergic to brilliant ideas, Justin, and that was a brilliant idea.
Well, Brock Lesnar defeats Joey Matthews here in 552. They don't have chemistry, but it doesn't matter because Brock Lesnar is a freak of an athlete, Chad. And our main event of the night. Christian Cage takes on Kane in 1609 by pinfall. Christian Cage, once again, defeats Kane here. And what the hell's Cornette doing out here, Chad?
Oh man, I can only imagine.
What the hell? He said earlier tonight.
Is he going? Is he gonna fucking give Dean Malenko a world championship match?
He said earlier tonight we had Dean Malenko come out.
Oh my fucking god! Of course he is.
And Dean Malenko, he defeated Jushin Liger. What the hell is he doing here in WCW? He had to just come out here. I got a bigger announcement tonight. He's not the only one that jumped ship tonight. Everybody, please welcome Psychosis.
Oh!
What the hell is Psychosis doing here? The fans are going wild, Chad. Chef Psychosis, he dropped the chef gimmick, is here in WWF. What does this mean for the Monday Night Wars? What does this mean for Chad? What does this mean for Psychosis and Dean Malenko? We'll have to find out on SmackDown. More importantly, we'll have to find out on Nitro how Chad is going to handle it.
Alright, we are back, and I just gotta say, I have thrown away all the food in my fridge. I have gotten rid of all of my cooking supplies. I took all the masks that I was wearing out in public, and I safely got rid of them.
That's
I want
unhealthy.
nothing. Well, okay. Well, maybe I'll go get.
You
maybe
don't
I'll
care
go
about
back
the
and
pandemic, Chad?
No, I care. I care about the
Well, you
pandemic.
just
Maybe I'll
threw
go
them
back
away.
and get. Maybe I said I safely
You
took
think
care of
COVID's
them.
fake?
No, I did not say that. I'm getting rid of everything that reminds me of Chef Psychosis.
Oh, somebody said this top guy left.
I am.
Do you want him back?
Yes. Yes. Give him back.
I'm just saying, WWF, it's the place to be, brother.
I tell it to Owen Hart.
Yeah, Owen wanted to be with his brother. That's fair. You can't argue that. His whole family is in WCW. That's the only one.
All right.
Everyone
Justin,
else coming home, brother.
Listen, Mark Marrow says otherwise.
I didn't re-sign Mark Merrill. That wasn't a bidding war. He just like, I need a job. I need to put food on my table.
I need a job.
Oh, look at this drug addict.
Hey, stop it. He decided to get off of drugs today, over the week.
It's
He got
because
busted
twice,
second
and you
time.
said I'm gonna put the title on him.
Yes.
If WWF happened, that guy would be on the streets. All right, we don't. You know, you gotta be.
You believe in second chances.
This is his
and third chances. And third chances.
That's why you're in second place in the arena, in the area battles, Chad.
Ubuntu walks out to the ring. He shows up. He's got his golden ring bell. It's now hooked up. It's got Hoovy written on the top of it. The ring bell that you ring is just a picture of a Chef Psychosis mask that you ring. It looks like that way you can you hit him with it. And then he's holding up a Universal Championship, and he comes to the ring and he says, "Na na 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 na! Come on, everyone, sing! Hey hey hey! Goodbye! Oh, what's wrong? Why do you all look so sad? Oh, look, there are literally children crying in the ring." And then the audience, "Oh, what's wrong? Are you sad that your favorite wrestler left? Where?" And then he's like, "Well,
Is this
too
about
bad." Well, too bad. Because guess what? Chef Psychosis knew that the going was getting tough, and he got going. I proved not only that I am better than Chef, but I did what no one has been able to do, and that's get rid of him. He's gone. Listen. Even though technically the main event of Raw hasn't happened yet, because it's happening at the same time.
Yeah, how do you know he's gone yet?
I'm just gonna. He's gone.
Are you spoiling
He's gone.
it?
He's sitting in a hospital bed somewhere, nursing his injuries.
Typical WCW, ruining and spoiling WWF.
He's sitting in there nursing his hospital wounds. He may never come back, and I am okay with that. You people are just gonna have to get used to it. But you know what? That's fine, because here's the thing. You all have a new hero now. You all have a new role model. You have a new champion to look up to. And I'm not gonna get injured a week before my big title defense. I'm not gonna quit on you. I'm not gonna get mad that I lost to somebody in my notice and leave. I'm not gonna be upset because things didn't go my way. Because things haven't gone my way my whole life. And I handle it by fighting, by kicking ass, and overcoming. And that's why I'm the perfect role model for all of you stupid, stupid people. I am your Universal Champion. I am Juventud Guerrera. This is my kitchen now.
I like
that promo,
It's
Justin.
kitchen now.
And we have a Samoa Joe. His fourth match since coming to WCW. And a decent match. Samoa Joe defeats Alex Wright with an avalanche driver, Justin.
Yeah, decent little match right there. Avalanche Island Driver.
Yes, I like Avalanche. Actually, I like the Island Driver. That's what's gonna be called from now on. Just the Island Driver, nothing else. Don't you ever call it the Avalanche Island Driver again. Samoa Joe gets a. That's okay. You know, I forgive you. You know. Well, here, forget it. Have a hug. All right. Samoa Joe grabs a microphone and he says, "That's right. Once again, I am 4-0. Now listen. It doesn't matter if they're an absolute nobody like Lord of War. It doesn't matter if they're a face of fear like Mang. By the way, I really broke his face of fear, didn't I? It doesn't matter if it's Alex Wright. And it doesn't matter if it's any of your favorites. I'm Samoa Joe. And this is my time.
This what?
Oh, Joe.
Oh.
This is my time.
Oh, they said my bad.
This is my bad. Are we live? Can we redo that?
Did he just laugh about injuring someone?
Samoa Joe laughed about injuring somebody.
So
I didn't.
So he's an asshole.
He's a heel.
Hate him.
Justin, we've got Too Cool versus Sting and Diamond Dallas Page. And in a bout with good wrestling and decent from the crowd. Is this an upset? Too Cool defeats Sting and Diamond Dallas Page when Scotty 2 Hotty pins Sting with a fast roll-up.
Did you just ask that? Of course it's an upset.
Is that an upset? That's an upset. They beat the Too Cool beat the two-time champions.
There you go. Good for them. Finally a big win for Grandmaster Sexy and Scotty 2 Hotty.
Who's just? Goldberg is in the ring. He's got his championship, and he says, I speared D. Malenko so hard. I knocked him all the way to Raw. The Syndicate, it's in a weird flex right now. Are we good guys? Are we bad guys? What's the state of Scott Steiner? What's the state of Kevin Nash? Why did Sting and DDP lose to Too Cool? There are lots of questions that need to be answered. But I gotta tell you, I don't have all the answers. But I do know this. I am your World Heavyweight champion. I'm still wearing these Syndicate sunglasses, even though I'm not wearing them in my TW picture. I have them on, and I've got this perfect Syndicate suit. I'm money. More than money. I'm the most popular professional wrestler in the world.
Yeah, that's not true.
And what happens now? Well, now I go to World War III. And you know what? Maybe instead of defending my championship, maybe I'll enter the match. You know, I'm a former World War III winner. Maybe I'll win it again. And then maybe I can do what Syndicate wanted to do, and that's put an end to the cruiserweights by taking out that twerp Hoovy. And maybe I'll spear him so hard he can go wherever Chef Psychosis is, and I can have both championships. You know, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. So I gotta tell you, Hoovy, and then as he's saying that, a vignette pops up on the Titantron, and it says, all it says is World War III. I'm back. And then it flashes Y2J. And everyone loses it. Jericho is coming back at World War III, Justin.
I forgot all about him. He's only been gone for 2 weeks, and I forgot about him.
Yeah, exactly. We have... You know, people are calling this guy Shane Douglas the franchise, and he comes out to the ring. And about that decent wrestling and not much heat, Shane Douglas defeats Mike Barton with a pile driver. Look at the franchise, Justin.
Yeah, he's a pre-show worker, they say.
Oh, well, you're wrong. And you stink.
What of a guy?
Oh, but Ray and RVD, they're backstage. You know, they're like, listen, you know, we didn't get the job done for the tag titles, but you know what? That's fine because we're both going into World War III. We both have the opportunity to main event Starrcade. That's huge. That's the biggest show of the year. Like, wrestlers spend their entire lives trying to get to the show of shows. The big daddy of them all. It's not the granddaddy of them all. That's old and outdated. We're the big daddy of them all. We're Starrcade. It's huge. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to main event Starrcade. And Ray says, "Yeah, you're right, Rob. It's huge. You know, people. You said it yourself. It's a once in a lifetime, and I want to let you know, in that match, World War III, it's good to have allies, and you're my friend, and I respect you, and I like you, and I'll have your back. But at the end of the day, it is only one man can win. And don't think for a second I won't throw you over that rope if it means me once again claiming my world championship." And Rob Van Dam says, "You know, Ray, I couldn't agree more. I'll have your back, and I'll fight beside you until I have to fight you, and I will throw you over the ring.
Over the
and
ring?
Then I'll throw you over the whole ring. Over the whole ring." And Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Starrcade Main, one of a kind RVD, is gonna main event Starrcade.
Disco Fury. Oh.
And we have a tag team match, and in that tag team match, La Parka and La Sharka defeated the Discos. They basically came out. Shark Boy had his in juice. They cheersed. They drank. They buffed up. And in a decent match, La Parka and La Sharka defeated Disco Fury and Disco Inferno in 7:52. And La Parka pinned Disco Fury with a Sky Twister Plex.
Oh, excuse me?
And, so that happened.
Sky Twister Plex?
Yes. We have Raven taking on Matt Hardy. Raven has been calling himself the Shaver of Heads, and he is taking on Matt Hardy. And in a bout with great wrestling and great heat, Raven defeats Matt Hardy with a pile driver. And Matt Hardy is on the ground. He's unconscious after the pile driver. And Raven pulls out the hair clippers, and he's going over. And Lita, Matt Hardy's girlfriend Lita, jumps in front of Raven, and she's like, "No, please don't do this." And so Raven says, "Fine, I won't shave Matt's head." And then he gives her a wicked smile and grabs her arm, and looks like he's gonna shave Lita's head. Chris Kanyon runs down the ramp. It hits a lariat to Raven, and Lita is able to escape, and Matt Hardy is able to roll out of the ring. Chris Kanyon and Raven begin to fight, and Raven knowing when it that sometimes what's the saying? Sometimes it's I don't know. He decided it's better to run, and so he fled.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to run.
Sometimes it's better to run. AJ Styles is backstage, and he says,
"Sometimes it's better to run."
Sometimes it's better to run, but sometimes you can't run anymore. And sometimes when you can't run, you have to fight. Here's the thing. All right? I want a match. And I want a match at World War III. But I don't want just any match. No. I want to remind people why AJ Styles is the phenomenal one.
It has been 6 months since he's last won a singles match.
So here's my challenge. I want Juventud Guerrera.
What?
I might have to earn a match, and that's fine. So I'm gonna give Juvi an offer. You pick the match. You pick my opponent, and if I win next week, I want you at World War III.
The hell does AJ do to deserve this?
Might be winning a match of Juventud's choice, Justin. He did come off of a big victory at War Games.
Yeah, but if we look back at his match history again, has not won a one-on-one match. Has actually only won that War Games match since July. He's 1-8 since July. I looked at it.
What a better way to pick his career back up after losing the Cruiserweight Championship than picking up a victory over Juventud.
Skipping the line. Love it. Main event.
And our main event.
Wait, Mick Foley won.
Mick Foley. He beat Bubba Ray in a tables match, and the stipulation was the winner faces Minoru Suzuki for the ECW Championship. And in a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, Mick Foley defeated Minoru Suzuki with a double arm DDT. And during that match, Bubba Ray Dudley comes down to the ring, right? And he's got a Singapore cane. And it looks like he was going to clobber Mick Foley with it. But Bubba Ray looks at Mick, says, "I'm sorry," winks, turns around, and bashes Minoru Suzuki over the head. And then he looks over, gives Mick Foley a hug, picks up Minoru Suzuki, and Mick Foley did Devon's part of a 3D. They 3D Suzuki. Bubba then rolls out of the ring, chases after Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman books it out, and Mick Foley hits the double arm DDT and pins Minoru Suzuki.
Interesting. Wow. What a...
And then Mick Foley's got the ECW Championship, and he grabs a microphone. And he says, "It is a genuine honor." Wait a minute, what? Psychosis is on Nitro? What? No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he said. On Raw, that's not what he says. He gets a microphone and he says, "It is a genuine honor to stand here, right here, in St. Pete, in the St. Pete Forum." He gives a thumbs up. "It's a genuine honor to be here in front of all of you, the new ECW champion. But I gotta be honest. There comes a time in a career where all things have to come to an end. There comes a time when eventually things just become a nostalgia run. And you have to know when is the time to appreciate the past and things and what people have done, and when it's time to walk away, and when it's time to let the memories be memories. And that's why I'm here tonight." He takes the ECW Championship and he says, "Wrestling in ECW was one of the best parts of my career, and I've wrestled all over the world. I've had matches against all kinds of opponents. Some opponents that I will love, from Sting to Hulk Hogan to Raven to The Undertaker to Owen Hart to Kane, Triple H, some of the best from all over the place. I don't care if there's a war going on. I have wrestled the best wrestlers from all over the world. And I've had a career that I'll never forget. And I've had a career that I will absolutely love. And it's all, and really it all started with ECW. That's why it's an honor to stand here as ECW champion, announce I'm retiring.
Wait, what?
I'm retiring the ECW championship. I am retiring the ECW championship. It's time to let the ECW have its fade off into the sunset. So I am hereby calling myself the last ever ECW champion. Have a nice day. I got you, Justin.
What the? Why would you? 93 out goes Raw.
Oh, the fake McFoley, the retirement fake out got us ahead.
Why are you retiring the belt?
I don't know. It feels weird. I don't like that. At first I thought like using the prestige bonus was like, oh well, okay. So full disclosure, I just wanted to use it because I owned it, and I was like, oh, I can't just not use the ECW belt. And so I thought that by us making it like a floating belt or like not pushing it, like I thought it could devalue the prestige a little, and so I wouldn't get the big prestige buff. And I don't know if it actually has that big of a deal on it, but like I don't know. We don't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You know how unhappy I was that you were trying to use it, but
so it's retired. Mick Foley goes down as the last ECW champion.
all right. We'll see you guys for SmackDown. I wonder what's going to happen there.
All right, and so now on this SmackDown, we're going to enjoy the booking styles of one Jmack Gaming. Jmack, please take it away.
Chad, that's your intro?
Oh, here, sorry. Let me rewind. All right, everyone, we are back. It's SmackDown, and Justin, listen, I am down with the smack. I can't wait. Let's just get it.
Down with the smack.
I am down with the smack.
I'm down with the thun. Oh, I get it now. Down, SmackDown. Okay.
What? It wasn't a fucking elaborate joke.
Prince Ikea. Oh, yeah. Chad told me he fell asleep during that moment.
I legitimately fell asleep. I was snoozing. I'm surprised you didn't hear me snoring.
Chad.
And then you go, Chad? And I go, Prince Ikea.
I can't believe you fell asleep during my pay-per-view. That's so fun.
Sorry.
That's so fun.
I also, listen, if it makes you feel any better, I also fell asleep during your Raw.
No, you didn't. Dude, you can't be admitting that, Chad. I'm gonna genuinely find a new partner.
Oh no, you won't. You wouldn't.
One that can stay awake? Yeah, I might.
Listen, I've got the fortitude.
What?
You heard me.
Look at Jamie Noble, Chad.
I know, Jamie Noble, former WCW guy.
He beat Amazing Red.
You're pushing all my old talent.
Well, Chad, you just
had the more superior roster. I know.
You just keep letting him go.
I'm not letting them go. Jamie Noble left.
Yeah, and then Hardcore Holly goes over there and you make him lose every match.
That's a whole different topic.
No, it's not. Test and Mikey Anderson. Chad, those are two guys you never had. Fuck you.
Sure. Right.
What do you know about Mikey Henderson?
Nothing. I never had him.
Me either. I don't know what it is. He lost to Test in 7:59 with a
What a loser.
Excuse me?
I called him a loser.
Don't you have to go back to bed?
I need some warm milk.
Caprice Coleman defeats... No, he doesn't. He loses to Rhino here, Chad.
Oh yeah.
All right, we start off...
Rhino, is that a new picture of Rhino? Is that a new Rhino picture?
Yeah.
Good for Rhino.
He had this at the pay-per-view, but you were probably napping during that, too.
But you were sweeping.
We start off SmackDown with Dean Malenko making his way to the ring, Chad.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see what this fucker has to say.
Oh. He says, God damn it. God damn it. Psychosis, get your ass to the ring. And Psychosis comes out to the ring, Chad. He says, I came here. I came to WWF to finally, because I kept getting smothered and smacked around over in WCW. They just couldn't give me the push, give me the start that I needed. I finally come over there to get out of the shadows, to finally showcase my talent, to finally showcase why Dean Malenko is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And my limelight is taken away because you want to come over here too? You were giving it all over there. What's your fucking deal, Psychosis? It's my time to shine, and I gotta come over here and live in your shadows?
Thank you, Dean. Thank you. He did have it all.
All right, this is not how it's gonna go down. I did not come over here to get put in second place, to put on the back burner again. So Psychosis at Survivor Series, I'm gonna kick your ass so bad it's gonna make you want to regret ever leaving that company. Psychosis is like, you're right, I had it all. I was 3-time world champion. I cooked up all the success over there that I could. But I one day I woke up and I got up and my head hit the ceiling of my potential over there. I just felt like there was nothing else I could do. There was nowhere up for me to go. So I felt like I needed to come to the one place that the potential, the roof was just that much higher than that house over there. And this house right here, SmackDown, Raw, it doesn't matter. This house is going to be the house that Psychosis built.
Oh!
So, Dean, I'm sorry that I had to ruin your big debut. I'm sorry that you feel like I have taken the shine off of you. But hell, brother, you're one hell of a wrestler, and I can't wait to showcase your talent in the ring going one-on-one against me. And Dean slaps him. Don't ever don't try to patronize me, Psychosis. You know what you did. And at SummerSlam, I'm going to put you, or SummerSlam, Survivor Series, I'm going to put you in a little pretzel. I'm going to put you in a pretzel. I'm going to put you in a box. I'm going to ship your ass back to WCW. What's wrong, Chad?
I want Chef Psychosis back.
Oh, man. You should have given him more money.
I did! I offered him more money than you did!
That's not true.
Oh, no, that's not true.
That's not
true. No, that's not true.
I gave him a literal bag.
I would have bankrupted my company if I matched him.
We start off the match tonight, the show tonight. Kid Cash defeating The Godfather in 12:29 with a dead level. Makes this defense number 5 of the United States champion. How do you feel about Dean and Psychosis going one-on-one at Survivor Series, Chad?
That'll bang.
Why'd you say it so sadly?
Because I'm sad.
Kid Cash grabs the mic. He says, look, I watched Raw, and I heard that the United States champion will go one-on-one with whoever the European champion is of Raw. Hey, crowd, can you tell me who that is? Because I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Who is it? And he puts a mic ahead of the crowd, and they're going, Orton, or who? Bob Orton's the United States champion? What the hell's Bob Orton be? Randy Orton. Oh, the young upstart kid, the little young piece of shit. All right. Well, Randy Orton, this is an open invitation. If you want to come here and go get your ass kicked before Survivor Series, what were you laughing about?
I coughed.
Oh, don't cough during my promo. Go to bed.
No, I didn't yawn.
If you want to get your ass kicked right before Survivor Series, go ahead. The door is open. Come in, Randy Orton. I genuinely want to see you here so I can hit you with a dead level, and then at Survivor Series, I'll win a match with SmackDown, and then I'll be the Royal Rumble entrant number 30, and I will win the Royal Rumble, and I will go main event WrestleMania, and I'll beat The Rock, or I'll beat Stasiak, or I'll beat Angle, or I'll beat Austin. It does not matter. Kid Cash, this is just the beginning, baby. Randy Orton, you're just the first step of it all. Oh, Paul White and the Rats are celebrating, Chad.
Rat boys.
They're backstage. They've got the hose. They got the hoe train there, and they're living life, brother. They're just living life. Paul White, world champion. The Rat Boys, tag team champions. As of right now, the Rat Boys will go against CM Punk and Ace Steel, and Paul White will go one-on-one with The Rock at Survivor Series. Those are going to be huge matches right there.
That will bang.
Well, speak of the Devils themselves, the Guerrero Dojo. They're not tag team champions. They're not champions at all, but they want to be part of Survivor Series. So they have come up with a plan. Maybe not a plan, but, they have asked Eric Bischoff, put him in matches. And if we win a couple weeks in a row, maybe we get added to Team SmackDown. And Eric Bischoff says, okay. So these guys will have a showcase match right here. They take on Road Rage and El Hijo del Santo and Latin Lover get a win when Latin Lover pins Roadkill with the La Patada del Cabrito. Big match right there.
Big match right there. Hey, no sneezing on your show.
Yeah, my bad. I tried to mute it as quick as possible. My apologies. All right. We move on. Eric Bischoff is laughing. He's laughing at WCW. He's watching everyone, all his boys come over from the heydays of WCW. They're coming over and they're coming to WWF. And he's laughing because he knows the future of WCW is not bright right now. He knows all the top talent keep leaving, and how are they going to keep afloat?
We'll be just fine. We don't need anyone.
Hey.
Take those old bastards. This is how WCW died in real life. Because they were too busy taking all of the old, washed-up talent.
What do you mean the washed-up talent? Chef Guy Cosis and...
Like Rick and Randy and Lex.
Lex is a free agent. We don't talk about Lex.
Talk about Lex Luger. Oh, no.
Savage and Ric Flair are not happy. We found them fighting backstage. They're brawling in the locker room. They're fighting backstage. They're just not happy with each other because their proteges have they both lost to each other's proteges, and they're not happy about being embarrassed at a huge show like Judgment Day. And then, hey, Sean, what the hell was that? I know we're not friends anymore. I know we're not teammates. I know we're not stablemates. But what the hell was that? You cost me again at Judgment Day. And Sean's like, hey, brother, look, business is business. We've just fallen apart. What do you mean we've fallen apart? What do you mean, Sean? You can't just come in here and cost me every single match. I almost swore again, Chad. I gotta keep the F-bombs down. The children are watching.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Justin.
Like you, Chad. You're a baby boy.
A baby?
Yeah.
Go gaga.
I kind of Shawn Michaels super kicks him. That's the end of the promo. Shawn Michaels super kicks Triple H.
But you didn't expect that response, did you?
Yeah, the women's rematch. Inuro beats Toyota again with the Iraqian. Defends the belt again, Chad.
Good for her.
And our main event. No, it's not. It's not, because I switched the order. Edge and Bam Bam. A match to determine who will be on Team SmackDown. Edge defeats Bam Bam in 1440 with a leaping DDT, and it got a 90 because they have great chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. And our other SmackDown qualifying match, Booker T and Taker, they have great chemistry. It gets a 99. Taker defeats Booker T. Edge and The Undertaker will be a part of Team SmackDown going into Survivor Series, and Taker rides his bike away from the Nassau Coliseum, home of the New York Islanders, and it gets a 95.
Go Islanders, baby!
Best show of the week so far, Chad.
Yeah, it's until Thunder has something to say about it.
So we're leading up to Survivor Series. Dean and Psychosis are going one-on-one. Booker T once again loses. Not good. We'll see you for Thunder.
All right, we're back with Thunder. I hope if you were asleep, you better wake up. Hey, Prince IK. Hey, Justin! Justin!
Butterbean!
Butterbean. Butterbean is not even booked tonight. Can confirm. Let's run Thunder.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I knew that. I got him right where I want him.
I don't say that.
What's going on here, Chad?
The Syndicate show up. We got Kevin Nash with the Syndicate. Of course, Kevin Nash, he is the good guy. He's coming down, smile on his face. All the Syndicate are following behind. And he's cutting like that standard babyface promo. He says at Halloween Havoc, Scott Steiner showed that he is a big son of a bitch. And now he's asking what's left of the Syndicate. Well, listen, this is a new era of the Syndicate. This is the dawning of a new era. We have Goldberg is world champion. Goldberg, I know me and you, we haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm very proud of you for winning that championship. And listen, you worked your ass off for it. Christopher Daniels, Diamond Dallas Page, and Sting, you three are the definition of what a champion should be. And listen, I know I said, now that Syndicate's gone, we don't need a leader, and I firmly believe that. I will always step up and be that backbone, that voice for the Syndicate. We are unbeatable, and all we need to do is I need to get myself a championship, and it's only a matter of time. I'll get that belt, and then we'll all be champions again, and we can move on without Scott. Scott Steiner comes up, and he says, "Hey, Scott Kevin Nash, fuck you! I know, you're just nothing more than a little bitch. Every single one of you are nothing more. You're all a bunch. You got soft. You know what is not soft? Is Goldberg, and he's the world champion. You know what, Kevin Nash? I'm going to show you exactly what I think of this new chapter of the Syndicate. I want you in a rematch tonight. And after I'm done with you, there will be no questions on what the state of the Syndicate's going to be, because I'm going to send you to the hospital, Kev." Kevin Nash, he laughs and says, you know what? If you want a rematch tonight, fine, you're on. I'll fight you. Let's do it tonight. But if, after it's all said and done, you're done. You're out of you stay out of the Syndicate's way. Don't worry, Kev. After tonight, it's going to be loud and clear about what the state of the Syndicate's going to be. And he's like cracking his and punch Kevin Nash in the face. But before he can do that, security, they break him up. They say, "Hey, save it for tonight." Kevin Nash versus Scott Steiner 2, Justin.
Ooh, that'll be big, Chad. That'll
be electric boogaloo.
I don't know what that means. What does that
mean?
You
don't have to. I don't know.
Oh.
We've got a match. It's Johnny B. Bad versus
not
David
Mark Mero. He left. No.
Done? A terrible match. Johnny B. Bad defeated David Flair with a shooting star press.
That's my guy. I want him back.
I'll trade you Chef Psychosis for him.
Yeah, okay.
Chris Kanyon, he says, people seem to have forgot about the beef I had with Raven. And let's make no mistake, me and Raven, we still have issues. He is still not giving me the fair fight, because when we went one-on-one, he had Abyss interfere. And he refuses to face me because he knows he'd lose. And he's starting to disrespect them, the men and women in this locker room, by shaving their hair. Well, guess what? I got hair all the way down past my shoulders, Raven, and I would love nothing, and I would love nothing more than the opportunity to get my hands on you. And if I need to put something on the line, if I need to wager something to get that match, then fine, I'll put my hair up on the line. How about you put yours up? Hair versus hair. Let's go. You versus me. How about you fight me if you have the balls, Raven? Hair versus hair, Justin.
Indeed.
Oh, we got Christopher Daniels taking on D'Lo Brown in a decent match. AJ Styles. Christopher Daniels taking on D'Lo Brown.
AJ Styles.
And then a decent match. Christopher Daniels defeated D'Lo Brown with an angel's wing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We have Owen Hart taking on Eric Young in a bout that had great wrestling and great heat. Owen Hart defeated Eric Young with a spinning heel kick.
This match did a lot better than I thought.
It banged.
I wouldn't say that.
Did you say it fucked?
No, I wouldn't say it. It was good.
Okay. Minoru Suzuki and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman and Minoru Suzuki, they're wearing full black suits. And Paul Heyman says, We are gathered here today to remember the memory of our fallen friend, CW. We are here today to remember what was, and we are here today to reflect on the missing. I can barely say it. The now retired ECW Championship. That title meant more to me than anyone. Well, I take that back. It meant almost as much to me than anybody because one man cared about it more than me, and this man revolutionized and epitomized what ECW was. And it was Minoru Suzuki. Mick Foley, you really need to learn when your time in the sun is. I was hoping you were actually going to retire so I didn't have to see your stupid, ugly face anymore. But it's clear to me that you don't know when to give up. And Bubba, I'm very disappointed. I thought you could handle some jabs from Paul Heyman, but it's clear to me you're not a Paul Heyman guy. You don't, it's clear to me that Bubba, you need to be coddled, wrapped in bubble wrap, and people need to speak quietly to you because you can't take a little tough love. Well, that's fine, because here's the thing. All right, tonight, I'm challenging Bubba and Mick Foley to a match against Minoru Suzuki and a Paul Heyman guy. And this guy, he's not like Mick Foley, right? He's not just a freak that needs to be locked away and never let outside again. And he's not a little bitch like Bubba Ray Dudley. And you'll meet him. You'll meet him later tonight. But you're gonna face off in a tag team match because me and Minoru Suzuki, we need to get our payback. The two of you. That's it, Justin.
That's it.
That's it. He says our tag team partner. He's a former ECW champion. In fact, the first ever Extreme Championship Wrestling champion. He besmirched the NWA and showed what true loyalty is. He is not just my friend. He is the whole franchise. Shane Douglas. And about that had good wrestling. A decent reaction from the crowd. Minoru Suzuki and Shane Douglas defeated Mick Foley and Bubba Ray Dudley when Shane Douglas pinned Bubba with a pile driver.
Unfortunately, they have no timing as a team.
Nice.
They are not a good team.
That's what we love to hear. And speaking of people who, people who aren't teaming anymore, Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner, they're feuding. In an exceptional match, Kevin Nash defeated Scott Steiner by disqualification. That's right, he won by disqualification, Justin, because the Syndicate with Rick Steiner in tow in the ring, and they beat down Kevin Nash. People were wondering, are they good guys? Are they bad guys? Where's their alliance? And that is answered now because all the Syndicate, they all take turns spamming their finishers on Kevin Nash, and they just beat Kevin Nash down. And then Goldberg, he looks over at Scott Steiner, he raises Scott Steiner's arm up, and the rest of the Syndicate, without Kevin Nash, stand tall. Matt Hardy is that scared the shit out of me. Matt Hardy is backstage with Lita. He says, "You know what? Chris Canyon, he came out. He stuck up for Lita when I was unfortunately unconscious, and you know what? And I appreciate that. I'm trying to focus on the new Matt Hardy. I'm trying to see where my career's the direction I'm going in. I gotta tell you, if you're trying to get involved in Raven and that Abyss shows up to don't worry, because Mike Austin may not be around right now. He may be injured after the beatdown from Raven, but Matt Hardy's still here, baby. And don't worry, Chris Canyon, I have your back. Right? If Raven has anything funny, if Abyss gets involved, don't worry. I'll hit him a twist of fate, and I'll send him home packing.
Oh, brother.
Hulk Hogan comes back. He gets in the ring and he says, "Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's so good to be back here on Thunder, Jack. Listen, I'm coming off of a loss to Owen Hart. I'm coming off of a loss to Chris Jericho. I went away for a while. You know what they say, brother? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And that's why tonight, I don't know who thought I was retired just because Chris Jericho said, I'm retired. I'm not retired. I've never been more back. I'm in the best shape of my life, brother, and I want to wrestle tonight. So I went to the back and I challenged a man who is a tremendous athlete and is a good kid. And I think he's got potential. And so I'm going to wrestle him tonight. And unfortunately for him, he's going to learn that you may be the future, but I'm the present and I'm the best. I'm Hulk Hogan, brother, and I'm not ready to pass my torch up yet.
Who's he taking on, Chad? Hogan in action here on Thunder.
Yes. And about with
Jesus
great
Christ.
heat and good wrestling. Yeah, this did not do well.
No, I meant Hardy beating Hogan.
True, but I only got a 70. I thought I was going to do better. But yeah, Jeff Hardy beat Hulk Hogan. Maybe it's because it was so short. He tapped him out with the Texas Cloverleaf, brother.
Yes, sir.
Oh, our main event. AJ Styles versus Ken Shamrock in a no disqualification match. And AJ Styles, he beats Ken Shamrock with a Styles clash. AJ Styles, he picked the opponent. We picked the match stipulation. AJ answered back. Now, Justin, at World War III, we get AJ Styles versus Juventud Guerrera, as they have a stare down to end the show.
Ooh.
82. I thought it was going to do worse, so I'll take it.
Looks like Raw or SmackDown is the best show of the week. Another one for the good guys. Bang, bang, pow, pow. Boom. Sorry, Chad, you just can't do it anymore. You don't have it in you.
You stink.
What? I stink?
You stink.
Your show stink, Chad.
No, my show's awesome.
Look at this 82. I know how I can fix it, too. I know why Thunder's doing bad.
Why?
We'll see if we're Raw.